it was, I was very surprised. This was very quick. Pam, begin the video. So, yes, today we will speak about Freemasonry, and a lot of you ask me, "Oh, Ludovic, but what happens with Jehovah's Witness? Are Jehovah's Witness Freemasons? In your opinion, what do you think?" And I watch a lot of videos about Freemasonry, Jehovah's Witness, and Freemasonry. I like that all, but the proof of Freemasonry is much more deeper than anything anybody think. Yeah, because not the pictures. Yeah, the pictures are a lot of pictures from Freemasonry. We understand that. A lot of pictures, a lot of videos. We know that all leaders of Jehovah's Witness was Freemasons, and today is not more. Is not more. I don't will say that Stephen Lett with the ring on the finger, because this ring on the finger shows that they are Freemasons. No, this is not that. I want just to say that the whole history about Jehovah's Witnesses is a Freemasonry. Yeah, history of Freemasons. Yeah, I don't have nothing with Freemasons because I have a lot of friends. They are Freemasons, and the same Ludovic is not forbidden. You can come to the Freemasons. You can visit us. I say, listen, my concept is different, but I see Freemasons. They are a lot of nice person, but in this context with Jehovah's Witnesses, that they bombard everybody, so Freemasons and this and this. This is interesting, yeah, that to see that in the concept, in Jehovah's Witness concept, how far they go with their lies and hiding their origins. Today we know, because if we go deeper, yeah, if we go deeper and with the understanding, and we are just a little bit awake. You don't need to be really specialist to understand that, because if you see the origin of theocracy, all theocracy is Freemasonry. The theocracy was created for the Freemasons. So Josephus Flavius in the first century created that. The theocracy was created to support the Freemasons. So Jehovah's Witnesses can say they are not Freemasons. They can't say that, because the theocracy is Freemason. Yeah, the theocracy was created to the Freemasons. So the Freemason have a theocratic order. Okay, and this you can find everywhere when you just click on Google and you watch theocracy. You will see Joseph Flavius created the theocracy for the Freemasons. So all Freemason organization are a theocratic organization. So theocratic organization is a Freemason organization, theocratic organized. Yeah, and this is very interesting, because at that time in the first century, they begin to worship the phallus. So the phallus worship was expected. Yeah, the phallus is the penis. Yeah, the penis worship. Yeah, and this is very interesting because when you take the translation of stauros, is the stack, yeah, when Jesus died on a stack. This is not the stack from the Bible. This is the phallus from the theocracy, yeah. And you see this garbage what the Jehovah's Witness suppose, and the mockery, because this phallus was a introduction for mocking about Christianity. This was to worship the penis. Yeah, this was the theocratic concept. This was expected. And after Christians, like Jehovah's Witnesses, they come from theocratic worship. Yeah, they worship the phallus. Now you understand why this mockery. This is a mockery. How Christianity, how people, how Freemasons and theocratic organized organization, they mocking about Christians. Yeah. For this, the concept of Jesus died not on a cross, but on a stauros. Yeah. And you can ask any Greek. If you ask a Greek, a cross or a simple circumcision, this is all is stauros. Is nothing. Is nothing. They will never say cross. Yeah, they never. They will never. And this is all what I want to say. But the problem is that this theocratic order, yeah, all Freemasons have this theocratic order. And now when you see the Jehovah's Witness literature, this mockery, because this was the mockery, the theocratic order was created to mocking about Christians, yeah, to mocking, to blaspheme, to ridiculize Christians. And when you see Jehovah's Witness came into existence to fight Catholic Church, to fight the great churches in the world. And you see immediately that the mockery, what Jehovah's Witness practice, you see in their whole theocratic faith, yeah? Because everything is contrary. When you speak about Holy Spirit or grace, grace is not grace, is undeserved kindness. Everything was turned in another expression, to not be the same what the church say, yeah? And this is how Jehovah's Witness act, yeah. And this, it's very important and very interesting to see that, to see this blasphemy, this heresy. This is a heresy. This is a most miserable heresy ever existed in one religion. And you will never understand. When you understand that the theocracy worship the penis, the phallus, you will understand why in Psalm 45:6, and just let me see, why Jehovah's Witness in Psalm 45:6, in Hebrew 1:8, this is a heresy, is that, this is a blasphemy, is that, you know, when you see in the scripture that in the Hebrew 1:8, you see that Jehovah's Witness say, but about the Son he say, God is your throne forever and ever, and the scepter of your kingdom is the scepter of uprightness. Or the same in the Psalm 45:6, God is your throne forever and ever. The scepter of your kingdom is a scepter of uprightness. This is a mockery, is that. This is a heresy. This is a heresy that never existed by Christians, yeah? Because this is the mass perverted, sexual perverted image that an organization can create. You know, the son sit on his father. Yeah, this is a mockery, is that. This is nothing with translation. The translation, when you go there and you see the true translations, say, oh God, your throne is forever and ever, and the both, yeah, also in Hebrew, concerning the Son, God, your throne is forever and ever, and the scepter of the kingdom is the scepter of righteousness, yeah. So this never exists, such translation, such perverted, sexual perverted translation never existed. But if you understand that Jehovah's Witness theocracy, the origin of theocracy. We understand, all these sexual perverted, this miserable sexual perverted images that they was created in the whole history of Jehovah's Witnesses. Everywhere you see a penis, a phallus. Everywhere you see these subliminal images. This every time was putting in, was bombarding with this sexuality. You can imagine that? And this is the Jehovah's Witnesses. This is the organization of theocracy. This is the organization of mockery. This is the organization of blasphemy. This is the organization of heresy. Okay, this is the heretic organization that try with everything to mocking about Christians, try to mocking about God, try to mocking about Jesus Christ. You can imagine such a disgusting translation. God is your throne. This is a sexual perverted image, is that. This is impossible, incredible is that. But as the Freemasons, the theocratic order, was every time a mockery, this was created to mocking about Christians, to ridiculize Christians. Jehovah's Witness was the same way created. Jehovah's Witness came into existence to mocking about Christians, to blaspheming, to ridiculize Christians. And Joseph Rutherford, Darko B, say hi Ludovic, hi Darko, thank you. And you see that also Joseph Rutherford, they know that he was the prince. Yeah, he was the prince. He lived with the big Cadillac with everything. He drank parties, sexuality, and striptease parties. In the bed there was everybody drink beer and was the sauna parties, was the homosexual parties in the battle in God's house. You can imagine that. And even Rutherford says, if somebody don't drink beer, this is what is that? You understand? So this is something very, very, very exact. So if you see and you see that such miserable organization come to you and say, oh, this is God's only organization on earth, everybody laughing about this mockery, this theocratic joke is that, yeah? This is a theocratic joke. They joking about Christians, they joking about everybody. They are just there. Excuse me, just a moment. Patrick say, God is now exposing them for what they are. The tower is finally falling. Great work, Ludovic. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Patrick. So this is the mockery. This is the miserable blaspheme, the heresy of Jehovah's Witnesses. So if somebody go there, and say, okay, this theocratic faith, what existed, I never, every time I say, how can such things existed? You go everywhere, you see immediately, you made a small research, you see that theocracy, worship of phallus, mockery, blaspheming, everything is in. So for that, if a person still thinking about that this organization is a Freemason organization, the foundation of Jehovah's Witnesses is Freemason. Mockery, blasphemy, heresy, perversion, sexual perversion, worship of phallus, penis. Jesus is not on a star. He's died. If in their mind you will see this, a penis is that. You understand? They put Jesus on penis, not on cross, because this is existed. For this, the theocracy put Jesus is on the stack. Okay? For this is the mockery. This is not true. Even if you met a cross, even if you put a cross, but this is not important. Finally is not important. But the intention of Jehovah's Witnesses, everybody put on the cross. We know that in the history, Roman soldiers executed people on cross. This doesn't stay on stock. How you can put a person on stock is technically only impossible, quasi impossible, yeah? But the intention of this theocracy is to mocking, is to put Jesus on a phallus, on a penis, yeah? This is the true idea behind. Because if you go and research the theocracy, you see the details of the theocracy, and you understand. So this is all. So the foundation, Darko again, say Jehovah is Lucifer in Freemasonry. Yeah, exactly. So is in Watchtower too, inner circle, notice. Exactly. Yes, this is not, you don't need to go to Harvard or Oxford University to understand. This is just simple to see that. You say, where is that? Oh, see, Freemason, yeah, Freemason. I don't watch the pictures and the thing is full because they are Freemason, put these pictures. This is normal. But this for me is never a proof. For me, the proof is that the foundation, you made the house, yeah, you build a house. Your foundation is theocracy. Theocracy is Freemasonry. Theocratic foundation is Freemason foundation. The foundation of mockery, foundation of sexuality, foundation of mockery, blasphemy, heresy, whatever you want. And the worship of phallus, the worship of penis. And after you read in the Bible, when you read Jehovah's Witness, you understand why Jehovah's Witness put Jesus on his father. You say, I never can imagine that. This must be behind something diabolic, demonic. You know, this is a demon. This is a Satan. Because as you see in Psalm 45:6 say, God is your throne forever. What is that? You sit on your father. This perverted, sexual perverted mind sit Jesus on his father. This is a homosexual position. You understand that? This is a heresy, is that? It's a blasphemy, is that? And again, you have also Hebrew. In the Hebrew, you have the same explanation of heretical, of blaspheme, of mocking God and Jesus Christ. He say, but about the Son, he say, God is your throne. What a mockery. This is impossible. This is blasphemy, is that? This is a God's organization. This is a Freemason mockery. This is a Freemason heresy. This is a heretic organization. As in the first century, they was created to fight the big churches and attack the big churches, and that's it all. So, I hope you like the video, that I do the research. I know this is not research because I know that for a long time, but I had no time to speak about, because so many videos are about Freemasonry, and I don't want it really to go in the Freemason concept, because this is not what I wanted. But the concept of this theocracy and theocratic faith shows exactly that there's no other ways. Okay, this is not other concept. Their foundation is Freemasonry. Their foundation is mockery, blaspheme, heresy, sexuality, sexual perverted. For this, they do that. Yeah. Okay, thank you for watching. Now I will do the same thing in French. Thank you for watching, my brothers. Bye-bye.